Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So today I've got a large group of people here. We're going to be trading live. So stick around. This should be fun.
Welcome to Day Trading for Success, where the professor, a former math teacher turned full-time trader and coder, guides beginners on how to trade for a living using proven strategies, breakthrough indicators, and lessons from essential trading books. The professor isn't a licensed financial advisor. Always consult a pro before diving into any strategies or demos you see here. Start smart, practice in a simulator, stick to a solid day trading plan, and don't forget to log every trade. Your profits will start with preparation. Thank you for allowing us to share in your journey. Please remember to subscribe, comment, give a thumbs up, and click that notification bell so you can be the first to receive more of our great content.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. So today I was on a different account and I traded Tesla and got over $6,000 shorting it based on the battle that's going on with Elon Musk and Donald Trump. So that news was helpful for that to everybody kind of knew what was going to go on there when it's kind of amazing. Everybody's freaked out by that, but let's let's go ahead and make money where we can, right? Catalyst is catalyst, whatever it might be. So there's a lot of talk about whether to do the RV strategy, and we're just not going to see this kind of action. So it's more like there was a battle on with our group about, do we want to trade this stock with no strategy? And the answer was yes, we want to trade the stock because it might continue to go down, which would be great. And then we just keep shorting it. But it does seem to have hit a bottom. We're not sure if it really has. So what we did is, in order to get any historical data that would be effective, we had to go back to a 1 hour chart 20 days back, and we marked every place where the price action stopped and abruptly turned around in the area of where we're trading right now, which is in this area. We did some above. I don't expect it to go back up, but it might go down even further. But as you can see, this was the only area to mark historical data. Now I did a fib 30 days back and then a fib, I think this is 10 or 15 days back. If we look in the daily here, we can see kind of this was a 30-day back fib, and then this other one was much closer, 10 days back. So that gave us a little bit too to go by. Those should be respected. There was no reason to mark the ATR high and low. It's still going down, guys. I can't believe it. It is just continuing to go down. So it's just, we may just be trending it down, which is fine. We don't, I kind of made my goal today. I did make my goal, not kind of. So I was not even going to trade, but it is a good opportunity. Everything's reconciling really good. But that's how we set it up to try to trade in channels, and if it stops going down. If not, the historical data is not really going to do much for us. And neither will the fib levels, and we're just going to trade based on the indicators. So the indicators that I have here set up right now, we have the buy sell oscillator, the MACD, the market magnet, and then the scalping with the EMA crossover down here. I don't have the Scalp Pro on right now. And we'll be trading 500 shares. I was trading 1,000 shares at the open and did really well. I actually got up to 2,000 shares at one point at the open and did, we were just riding it like crazy. So we all did really, really well. So we're going to see what happens today. We're pretty excited about it. So, and that was my 1 minute chart. I showed you my day. This is the active trader. This is the level 2. This is a 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart, another 5-minute, a 1 hour and a 4 hour, all reduced down here. This is the multi-chart alignment. This is particularly handy because it's showing you what all the 5-minute traders are doing on a 5-minute chart, 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, and 4 hour charts. What does that price action look like? Because a lot of times there's so many traders that go in and out at larger time increments than 1 minute, certainly 5 minutes. Extremely popular. A lot of people going on the 5-minute one. So, we look to trade with the crowd. So having this indicator is very handy. I'll have a link to that also, I'll have a link to the one that's the most popular is the prop firm layout, which includes the layout and all the indicators. I'll have a link to that. I heard that that's very, very popular over at the Million Dollar Margin Club because you get the whole layout from a professional firm. It's all on Thinkorswim, and then all the indicators that are being used on that so that now they make money, which is pretty handy. You can see the market magnet coming in right here. So that's the magenta line, right? When you see price action coming in below on the volume, that typically means it's going to pull this down and this is going to keep going down. Now, we've got an EMA crossover that's down and continuing to move down. That's a down signal. All the multi-chart alignment saying down. So, although we probably won't see the 30-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour go green at all because of what's happened here for over an hour. But the 5-minute, okay, so it banged off that fib down there, guys. So that 30-day fib seemed to really be respected, which is interesting. So we'll keep an eye on that. See what's going on here. We got quite a spread, although we will be trading market. I will be reversing as usual, although I don't highly recommend that. Remember, guys, I am not a licensed financial advisor, so anything you see here, it's fun to watch, but you should speak to a licensed financial advisor before you try to emulate this. And hopefully it's entertaining and fun to watch. That's the idea. But you know, might not be as easy as it appears. And when you see me reverse, you know, that's a more advanced way to trade. And I am accounting for a large amount of slippage, and I'm okay with that. And I'm okay. I have a max loss of $500 per trade. Most people, it's much lower than that. I don't want to reach that, of course. And I've already reached my goal. So I have a pretty big cushion. You can see that's the MACD, that white arrow that said it's going to continue to go up. So that fib really, and it stopped right at the market magnet lower level there. So like I said, I'll have links to all these. Now we're basically designing this and trade this off of the older book, Day Trading Volume 1, that's been out a while, which is really, really popular to trade large caps. I'll have a link to that book. I really like to promote books that I think will help you, strategy guides. So the Million Dollar Margin Club has the great strategy guides in Volume 1 and Volume 4. You have Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone is great just to get you wrap your head around trading. Tom Hogarth, a kind of different way to trade and to gives you more confidence to hold trades in Best Loser Wins. And then if you want the best candlestick pattern book, I recommend the Candlestick Pattern Playbook. It's easy to remember. Candlestick Pattern Playbook through the Million Dollar Margin Club is the only, still to this day, the only book that has accuracy ratings on the patterns. So you get to learn the patterns in the book, and then they have all these different traders that all the information used from them collectively to give an overall accuracy reading on patterns. And it's very important if you're going to scalp to learn patterns. You know, it's just one more thing to add in the mix, right? You can't ever count on one thing, but when they all start to show the same direction, it gives you more and more confidence to go in, and that's when you want to read Mark Douglas. So you have the right, you can keep that confidence level. You know, he says in his book, like, count on 20 trades going against you, and if you should set your share size so that you can handle that. Because if you have a 500 share size and 20 trades have gone against you, you know, you're going to be doing pretty bad. So you want to. I made a video a little while ago that trading with nerves of steel. You might want to watch that one. And it's basically all comes down to share size. You know, you need to not feel nervous so you can stay in the move, trade in the channels, follow the pattern. I mean, this is a bear flag right here showing you that this is going to go down. So let's see if it's going to respect that pattern and maybe break this fib. And that would mean it's going to keep trending down. You know, so we'll see. It does seem it's hit the bottom longer than the last time. So it might be people are going buy the dip right now. So let's see. Everybody's up there ready to trade, right? Okay. So yeah, we may start a little early, guys. Typically, we start a half hour after market opens. We are in the East Coast of the United States, so that is 10:30 a.m. on the New York 10 a.m. on the New York Stock Exchange. The market opens at 9:30 a.m. So a half hour after that, a lot of strategies start. Most of the open breakout strategies are within the first half hour. Really, most of them are within the first 15 minutes, but after the market's been open about a half hour, all these other strategies kick in, and you're trying to figure out what all the 8 million retail traders are trading, because 8 million retail traders trading the same direction are going to move the stock in the same direction. So you're going to want to trade with the crowd. See, the market magnet just pulled down here, guys, as it was going up. So that's interesting. That's going to call that to go back down. So let's see if that's going to keep. I'm kind of trying to get a bead on everything right now. I will be quarterbacking, but obviously everybody is responsible for their own trades. I mean, the magnet should be pulling this down, but it seems it's still going up a bit. So now I don't have the half and whole dollar indicator up, but that's another one you can get, which will mark every half and whole dollar on any stock you trade, so you don't have to draw them. I'm just going to be keeping an eye on it, but you can put so many indicators on that your platform gets a little overwhelmed, so you want to be careful you're not slowing down and things aren't reconciling. But trading with the crowd, half and whole dollars. People set their share size at half and whole dollars. So it's all these little tricks about scalping where you're trying to get 5-second, 15-second, 20-second moves for a quick surge up and down, maybe a minute or 2 minutes, but you're not staying in for a long period of time. You're just getting little baby moves. Now, if you've made the PDT rule, which is having $25,000 in your account, then you can margin up to $100,000, which is a pretty big share size for Tesla. All of us here have more than that, but we don't want to hold a position into margin and then have to pay margin fees. And remember, that is a thing, so you want to be careful with that. So if we decide to hold the stock, look, I'll tell you right now, I would never hold Tesla. So this is a bad lesson to even talk about that. I would never, with the weird way the politics is affecting the market right now, man, I'm not even swing trading. I'm not swing trading. I have long-term trades I'm not pulling out of, balanced with bonds and stuff that's being managed by other companies, a couple of different companies. And those, I just let them ride through this stuff. But my swing trading days are gone right now, since shortly after the election, I was just like, I can't trust what's going on with this tariff situation and all this other stuff. So just a side note about that. So day trading is perfect for this type of environment because you're in and out. So those announcements, you can just take advantage of them, right? So if you just don't want to hold it for more than like a couple of minutes, then you got to have the news up and you got to be watching now for this kind of stuff, because you never know what is going to be said and affect the market right now. It's very, very emotional in the market right now. So guys, I think if it gets down here anywhere close to 313, the even dollar here, I'm going to go in off this fib again, right above this fib level. So let's see, we're at the 62 mark. I will be trading market. Yeah, we'll go in a few minutes early if it gets down there. Let's see. I'll go long. I'm going to go long. Yeah, if it goes down there. I'm thinking that it's consolidating now, which is perfect for what we want to trade. I mean, look, it'd be great just to jump on a trend, but we never know when it's going to retrace. So if we can use this historical data based on the strategy, this would be really good. So you can see that the 9 moving his way down here, the 20s on the way down, VWAP's up here. It's all the way up to 3. Oh, there it goes. Wow, it really it went a 50-cent drop right there. There it goes. It's getting close to 313, guys. Now, it may be wrong, but I'll just flip around reverse if it keeps going. So I'm looking for it to get to 313. When it hits the 313, I'm going to get in. That's my plan right now. We're close enough to the time now that, let's see. Wow, that was even better. So I got it 312.98. So let's just make sure that it's not actually going to keep going. Seemed like it kind of stopped dead right around the 313 mark for a second, and then took off. Well, this is a pretty good trade already for 500 shares, so we'll ride it a little longer. Let's see if we can get up to above the magnet, like the 22 mark, 314.22, or maybe up to the next one up here. Okay, it's turning around again. Nope, 76 mark. I mean, it's not even 10 o'clock yet. So a lot of people are going to jump in the next minute here because a lot of people start right at 10. So I wanted to get a jump on this swale. I don't want to see that coming across. Did you see that coming across? That pulls the magnet down when that happens. So not every time, guys, but I mean, generally, I'd love to get an indicator to tell me. We got it down here with a tweezer move. We got the buy-sell oscillator telling us it's going to go up. So that was absolutely correct, just like this time. That's a great indicator. And then we were right at the bottom of the market magnet pulling it up. I just didn't like that price action coming in briefly below it. So now it's at the 22 mark. Hit that a couple of times. Now it's back down. I'm looking at the market maker because that's what I'm going to trade off of, not the ask and bid. So this is what they're going to give me, and the spread's pretty high. So with 500 shares, I'm going to get some slippage here. So, wow. Is it going to get up to the 76? Because I'll reverse up there if it does, because that's where it stopped before, guys. So that's why I'm looking at that. Give me some backup with an indicator. There's 62 for a second. Nope, it's not quite making it up there. May fade off before it. I'll reverse below it if it does. It looks like it's going to go back, so I'm getting ready for that move where it hits some resistance before up there. That could have been it. Yeah, it's already starting to turn around. So a bunch of people jumped in this. Again, you're trying to trade with the crowd, guys. So let's see. I'll try to call them as I see them. I'm looking at that 76 level, but it may, if it keeps breaking down, if it breaks below 314, I'm just going to go short here early or late, I guess, in this case. No, now it's going back up. Wow. Okay, I'll get it there. So 74. Okay, a little bit shy. First trade was $800 roughly, and it keeps like having glitches in my trades here, so I'm not liking that. But yeah, these candlesticks are having trouble. They keep jerking, stopping, a little bit of I even saw the level 2 slightly do that. I mean, sometimes that happens with very, very high volume, but this isn't that high. Usually when it gets near to 1 million, we have trouble with that. So we're looking for this to retrace down here. We want to see it. Now, it did have a bunch of resistance at this historical data level. You saw where those were marked. You know, there's a reason, and we don't need to know the reason that the stock has turned around at those levels. But there was some reason that everybody got in and out of this price and this price and this price from 20 days ago and around that area, 20, 19, 21 days ago. That's when we were last at this price level, and people were getting out and getting in. So abrupt turnaround. So you want to make note of them, and that's how historical data works. Remember, historical data can be 1 minute back or 5 years back, you know. So, but there's no reason not to make note of it. A lot of people just remember because the best thing is you can hope that it's sort of a guideline. It's not an exact, You're not going to get an exact. But again, it's trading with the crowd. So every little bit of data you have to see where something might happen is helpful. Yeah, I see a couple of you are going long already up there, so that's interesting. You think that's the bottom, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, 314 might have been, it might have been, but it's still going down now, so, but you're making me want to turn around. God, I think you might have called it right. Breaking back up above the 22, that was the right call. It looks like, I missed it. I missed it. Okay, I'm getting ready to turn around. But then on the other hand, I've missed it, so I might just stay here. This is probably going to bang off that and come back down. What a nice looking bull flag, guys. Oh my God. That would mean it should move up past the length of the pole. There's the pole. Here's the flag. Okay, so I have another chance to get out of this move here. It's just going to make a deeper flag if it goes down. Can it get to the, oh, almost did to the 62. I think that might be it. I'm going to get that. What did I get it at 63? So I reversed at 63. You guys are still, yeah, now it's coming back. Nice. Now we're both making out. Okay, so that flag is happening. Look at it go. So the length of the pole. So we're kind of looking 314 in the 314. Let's see, 60, 12, $2 from down here. So around just below 315-ish. If it did the way the candlestick pattern should work. Remember, guys, get the candlestick pattern playbook. This is an 82% accurate, 82% accurate pattern. I could not think of the word of pattern, for God's sakes. Doing too many things at once here. Wow. I thought that might keep going, so I was like, I should have turned around up there. Okay, now you got the buy sell. Okay, I'm going to grab that there. 1506, 315.06, short. Basically, I saw the buy sell oscillator turn it around and it stopped a minute ago. So I think it's not going to, it did not do the full move of the pole. You really need a second green candlestick to really complete that bull flag. Now it's going up. Okay. But see how that arrow is telling me this is not going to stay here. So I lost that trade. Okay. Well, it wasn't that big. I mean, I banked what I had going back down. I mean, okay. So enough people think that this should be a bull, not be a bull flag. So they're turning it around now. Didn't quite do the full bull flag. It was a nice move. You like to see two green candles going up, but that is a bull flag move there. Now it's broken. So now see that price action coming up above the magnet? That usually means it's going to go back up. So learn how to read these indicators because they're very helpful. But I'm looking at this and this is still, the crossover is still showing down. We're below the VWAP. 20 and the 9 moving average are kind of getting near each other here. Multi-channel alignments all red but the 5-minute, and that's going to stay that way. So this is moving down here. So remember, you're looking at the green is inside, showing you the buyers. The red is showing you the sellers in the moment, in the candlestick. That could be it. It broke below that level, so I'm looking toward the down there level there. That's the, I'm going to take that. It jerked up right when I saw it at 60 here, and then it went up to 75. I saw the 62 for a split second. I'm going to reverse again. Try to get to 62. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. I got a bad trade. I have to get out. This is going to be a losing trade. I don't know how much, but I'm just going to take out. I'm going to get out. I lost like 160 bucks right there. That was painful. Okay. This looks like it's still going up, so I'm not going to mess with this right now. So, yeah, I had an opportunity to get it right there. I could have taken a lesser loss. Watch it drop there now. That's going to, oh my God. Okay, so I could have almost broke even if I got out. That's a big doji again, turning this around. A rickshaw man turning it around. That's a pattern that says it's going to turn around. So you can't win them all, guys. I try. I know some of you didn't get caught up in that. So yeah, no, I'm not in first place, but I'm right there in the pack. So that's good. So luckily, most of us made our goal earlier today, trading this situation right here up to 2,000 shares at one point as I wrote that down, and it was just like there was cheering going on here. So now all the chat's being handled by Charlie over here. If you hear her going, Alan's behind me, working away. He stopped after the open and made his money. Wow, this is going right back down again. And I am often talking and quarterbacking and missing the trades, and that's why a lot of times I'm not in the lead, but often I will be trading by myself, which is eerie, and I'll start talking like people are here because I'm so used to it. So that's a little freaky when I start announcing my moves. But it's kind of like training, you know. Like I saw a video with Tom Brady. You might love him, you might hate him, but when he started with this whole Fox thing, he built a studio in his house, and then he practiced like real people were there. He was announcing too. The guy's smart. You got to give him that. I mean, everything he does, he just practice till it works for him. So it was just another one of those situations. So when I talk to myself, I compare myself to the greatest of all time, the GOAT. Don't start sending me nasty emails if you hate Tom Brady. So let's see. We're trading. We're not footballing. We're trading. I can't wait for football season, though. It's my favorite sport to watch. I like basketball a lot, too. Baseball, so-so. I'm wearing Boston's cap right now, I believe. I can't remember. Wow. Guys doing up there? Okay, so that broke it's broke its high, but this is turning it around. So let's see, it broke up here, didn't it? Yeah, well, 2 other times. So go all the way up to 315. This looks like this is not done to me. It's on the 5-minute now and the 15-minute. So yeah, guys, this seems to be fading, so I'm getting ready to turn around here. Certainly up by, if it ever reached the 315.45, I would think about it. It just depends on the price action. That buy-sell oscillator says we are done, and it was right on that candle, but it wasn't that, it wasn't the kind of move I expected to go down because of this being so strong after that. So kind of the next time it stops up here, then we might be thinking about going short. So let's see what we got, guys. Just yeah, I kind of miss not having the ScalpMeter Pro up here. I loaded an older layout this morning. Holy crap. That went past that level before I could even react. Okay, so this is a good trade up here. So we're going to hold this a little longer, guys. See if it can break the 316. Wow, we're looking for the whole dollar now. Good trade. Good trade. I don't want to lose this. Makes me think I should have got out. That was like a 50-cent downward move there. But then getting back in, I would have been suspect about. And it went right back up again. So our next historical data is 44 cents, 316.44. I broke 316. I'm just not liking staying in this much longer here. This is I'm gonna take that at 316.12. Ah, jeez, that flipped so fast and it slipped. I was gonna ride it back up to try to go back up to the 316.44, but I'm not feeling that way now. I just kind of want to get out. Don't hurt me here. I'm looking to get out here, guys, for a lesser loss or a very small green. I saw it was $5, but it would have slipped beyond that. So it seems to be slipping close to $50 here. So I'll take that. So I got it at 21, and I might get red here for a minute, but I'm thinking that it is the way that it's been moving price action, why it's moving down. You saw the peak here. Let's hope, yeah, that's what I thought. You can see the buyers are going down here. It did get to the 44. That's originally what I was looking for, and then so let's look at this level. Seems like it's made a new channel up here. So 315.45 maybe to reverse it. Don't want to start blowing it now. I was on my way to another $5,000 here. There it goes. Look at the market maker. Wow. Ah! I saw 50 cents for a second by the time I clicked it. I was going, look at the market maker, and I pulled off the reverse. So I'm at 315.62, going long now. So I hope it doesn't break that 45 level. If it breaks this level, I'm gonna think about going short, continue to go down short. You got both the 9 and the 20 pushing it up. You got the VWAP literally stopped it dead. The market magnet, the price is above it, so it is more long biased on the market magnet, but this is the upper end of the market magnet trying to turn it around. So we want to see that pop up if we're going to try to keep riding this long. There was not a lot of strength in the sellers here. It didn't even make to the top of the candle. So, you know, when it started going short again, we didn't get a lot of support to go short. The last buy-sell oscillator was over here. I'd love to see some indicator help here, guys. You know, a lot of people say indicators aren't helpful, and that either means they don't have the right indicator or they don't understand how to use them. Their indicators are based on crossovers and historical data of different levels of different things, and basically to say that doesn't work and indicators don't work is a level of ignorance that, you know, that's fine. Everybody can be that way, but don't teach it because it's not right. You know, it's just a, you know, without historical data, we have nothing to base the stock moves on. Every single thing somebody predicts, whether long-term or short-term, you're looking at something that's already happened, so you can go, hey, it looks like this is an area where it's going to happen again, right? All indicators are is they're giving you different ways to read that historical data. So they're getting better and better with the advent of AI. They're getting better and better and better, tweaking, like you can literally talk to ChatGPT and GBT and say, like, hey, which EMA crossovers am I most likely to get? You know, where's the relative strength in the best place? On historical data, should I be looking at 4-hour charts or 1-hour charts? What's the size of a normal channel if I want to trade in between? You know, what is the best strategy out there? Is the RV strategy a really good strategy? Are the open, you know, there's a book out there, Day Trading Volume 4, that has the 4 open breakout strategies. You know, ask about that. Every open strategy, wow, is based on a breakout. So this stuff isn't rocket science. It's not alien speak. It's not, it's just like if you don't spend any time understanding why you're getting in and out of trades, then you're going to say dumb stuff like that. Oh, indicators don't work. Historical data makes no sense. It's like, seriously? How do you base a trade? You put a tack in a map? I mean, what are you basing your trades on? You just follow somebody? That person, trust me, is reading something. Does he call it something different than historical data, or she? I mean, what are they doing? You know, what are they doing about it all? Wow. Anyway, sorry. I was harping there for a minute because I can't believe some of the stuff that I hear. Usually people are just selling a product, you know, and that's cool. Everybody needs to make a living. But just remember what you're hearing, including here too. I mean, just don't trust anybody, a licensed financial advisor, right? I'm trying to break it down so it just makes sense. But just because you see me trade this way doesn't mean you can trade this way. You're going to trade only the way you can trade. You can't copy anybody. You got to find your sweet spot. You got to keep reading, practicing in a simulator, formulating a really good day trading plan. And I'm just going to ride this up. I'm going to keep riding this up, guys. So it looked like it made another little bull flag here. So I'm riding this up and just seeing. It did break half the level here, but at least to this 56, we'll see. Anyway, I'm interrupting myself because I stopped trading. This is a really good trade right now, so I have to get back to business here. Just trying to get a 3, that's an even dollar amount. I went above the, wow, no, that's the 50 cent amount. I looked at the ask. The ask is frozen again. Just think or swim sometimes, man. It's very frustrating, but it's free to trade on think or swim. Is it going to break that level? Wow. We have a lot of other, we have a lot, when you see this much between historical data, think of it like a vacuum, like suction. Sometimes it just sucks it to the next level. And then you look at it like these are shackles holding them. Again, historical data levels. Where did I mark those? Where price action came up and abruptly turned around, or price action went down and abruptly turned up. And then I put a line there. That was it. That's all you got to do. Just pick the time frame that you want to do it at. And basically, I do that a lot on channels. What size I want the channels to be in between. But even if you pick different time frames, they're basically in the same spots, basically, because you only want to use these as guidelines. You don't want to use these as your exact level. It did break it for a second, so we're back down below. This is the market maker, guys. This is what I'm looking at. This could be $1,000 trade here. Wow, look at it keep going. I am thinking it's going to retrace. I'm getting worried about riding this much further, but let's see. 83. Let's get up to 318. 318. How hard is it going to hit 318? Am I going to get any indicator? Is this magnet going to pull up? The magnet's not pulling up because volume had dropped, but now volume is going back up. Look at the candlestick. Learn how to read the scalping indicator. When it doesn't make it to the top, it's getting weaker. When it made it to the top, the volume dropped. So we got to, both of these are signs that volume dropped and this one didn't even make it, that it's about ready to turn around. I'd like some other confirmation, really. And the fact that the magnet has still not pulled up is, wow, okay. We broke 318 while I was chattering away there. I want to turn around, guys. I'm going to turn around someplace in here soon. That's a lot of money on the table. I don't want to lose that money. It's $1,200 right now. You can see it's like the platform's even kind of lagging a bit, which I don't like. We're getting a lot of hangman here. I'm going to take that. 19. I saw it up at 30 cents, and I reversed right there. I don't think it's going to, it seems to not want to make it to that 60. But here it keeps going and putting me in trouble. I did think I was going to be higher up here than where I am, so I turned around at a price that I don't like as much. I might try a quick scalp if I can get out of this and go back long again, but it doesn't look like it's going to let me, or it got to the level that I would have definitely turned around. Wow. So is it going to break that? Oh my God. It just keeps going up. So it's really retracing from its going down. Okay. That's not good. That is not good at all. So I have a $500 max loss. I'm getting ready to take a hit here. Depressing. Hey, you know what? Big green number here. So we are getting, closer to the time. I'd like to break the 5K here on this, just on this session. Let's see. It's just not stopping. It is just not stopping. My God, guys. A lot of sensitive shadow wick stuff happening. So the buyers definitely, I do not want to see this magnet pull up while I'm in a short position. So, guys, can we get some sort of an indicator here? We're still reconciling, but it's having trouble. Oh boy. Excuse me, guys. Time for more coffee. There we go. It's going back my way. Now I'm not going to, definitely don't want to jump out. It hit a tweezer move there at 318.68. That was a serious move up. Oh, this is set on, no, that's set on 20-day 5-minute. This isn't moving. I don't know why this isn't moving. This is a frozen chart. Yeah, I kept looking over there, and I'm like, why is that? There we go. Jeez. That's a 5-minute too. I don't know what was going on there, but I can still see my multi-chart alignment, so wow, that's like definitely should have picked up on that earlier. I kept getting a different look at this going like, well, it's not really retracing on the 5-minute. This is, you're going to find this out with Thinkorswim. Unfortunately, it has glitches, and then the more you put on it, then you worry about what's your computer speed. And I'm actually going to be buying a new computer again. I have, for this one station, I have multiple stations in multiple areas around the country that I trade. But I will let you guys know what I end up buying. I usually have my computers built. I don't buy one off the rack. But it does seem, I'm getting more and more frustrated. I haven't updated in a few years, so. And I've got people that tell me what they think I should do. And there's enough traders that trade that are so computer savvy. I'm not that computer savvy. There's a lot of things I can do, and computers I can understand if they talk to me about what I should do, but I don't really want to spend more bandwidth to understand everything about computers. Stay in my lane. I've got a pretty wide lane of stuff that I know, so I'll stay in that lane for that. But I'm definitely not one of those people that go like, I have no idea. I don't know what that means. Oh, thank God that you're here. I'm not that enabled, but, we all have our things we excel in, right? So. But I would love to be enabled. That sounds wonderful to me. Well, we're almost at time, guys. This is not, it seems like it's about to make another bull flag. I might be getting out here unless it that right when it made a move right when I was thinking about getting out. So Wow, we made a big, strong move here. Look at that go. Wow, nice. So I may get out rather than continue here. So let's see. Man, let that go down. This is a fantastic trade. Look where I'm going here. We're 316 down now. So that's $2 and going down more. It's not even keeping up with it here. Oh, that just went way back up again. Okay. No, I'm not reversing. I'm going to get out of this position when it gets down to... Right when I said it was $2, it just jumped right back up again. I should have just got out down there. So we typically trade for a half hour. That's about a minute left here. A little over a minute. Can we get down to that 316.44? My 1 minute candles look very shadow wiki all the time. I have this set so sensitively. Come on, baby. Just keep going down. You can do it. They do have that prayer indicator that is fun to trade with. So it's based on the strength of your prayers. I'm not making light of it. I just thought it was clever to do that because how we all pray at the screen. You know, come on. Who are we talking to? This the puppet master? Who is that? Oh man, should have got out down there. Okay, I'm getting ready. I'm going to keep this money. One more chance to see if it banks off that 56 and goes down. It's up to 77 now, 61. This is stupid. I should have just got out. Oh my God. I could have got out. I could have reversed and rode that up. Okay, I saw a buy-sell oscillators turn that around up there. A red arrow flashed. That's giving me some strength to... We just passed the half-hour mark, so... Okay, so I've got to get done with this trade here very quickly. We're on that last half-hour minute, so let's see... We all take a snapshot and then compare, and then Charlie adds up who won. I know I'm not winning, so I'm going a little longer here. It just definitely didn't. I definitely missed a few trades, and I lost a couple of trades too. So wasn't a perfect day, but it was a good day. What a good day. So the morning, you know, was so good that it was just like whatever. Just take a chance, hold it longer, don't pay attention. Down to the 316s again briefly. Whoa, look at it go. So there's the 44 right there. Oh my God, it broke it. 30, 40. That was fast. That was very, very fast. Hang on here now. There's no reason to get out prematurely. I wonder if this is the beginning of the next drop. If it's just going to keep going down. Stopping at that 44? No. Oh my God, there it goes, guys. We're bound to 315 area here now. I'm going to get out. I'm definitely going to get out in a second here. So this is too good. I was going to get out right there. Oof, broke 6K. So that might keep going, but I think that I'm going to really count my blessings for getting this far So it broke 10K today. So and we still have plans to do the power. I don't know if I have the energy. Sometimes you can blow it. You have all this good day, and then you keep trying to augment it, and then you take it away. So anyway, guys, I hope this was enjoyable. Remember to trade in a simulator first. Practice, read the books. I have the links to. Look into the indicators. They're just short money for how much you can make off of them. This one was actually wrong here. There's the buy-sell tone. It's going to turn around, and it didn't. This one was absolutely correct. I like the MACD better than the buy-sell, but often I'll use the buy-sell to get out of a trade rather than going in. MACD I'll use to get in, but if I got out of the trade, I just would have been unhappy that I didn't stay longer. But that was a fluke that kept going. It went a lot further than when I got out too. And it still might keep going. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Remember, always stay inquisitive, and I'll go green out there. I'll see you next time.